Hello friend, welcome in the class MSc First Chemistry. Myself Dr. Keshav Mahale, Department of Chemistry, KTHM College, Nasik. I will teach you the subject CHO 150, that is Organic Chemistry. If we review the syllabus of this course, it has 2 sections and 7 chapters, out of which section first having 3 chapters. These are aromaticity, heterocyclic chemistry, stereochemistry, and section second has 4 chapters. The first one is reaction intermediates and NGP, that is neighboring group participation. Second one is rearrangement. Third one is ylide, and fourth one is oxidation and reduction. Friend, if we review the syllabus of this course, we notice that these chapters are already studied by us in a UG level, but now the chapters are given for advanced studies. Let us start our first chapter, aromaticity. We know that most of organic compounds are aromatic compounds, therefore it is very important to study what is aromaticity. We know that organic compounds are used in drugs, polymers, paints and various other things that we use in day-to-day life. Therefore, the study of organic chemistry and the study of aromatic compounds are very important. At UG level, we know that there are 2 main concepts for aromatic compound. The first one is benzene and its derivative are known as aromatic compound, and the second one is the compounds which obeys Haeckel's rule are known as aromatic compound. These are old definitions of aromatic compound. The new definition is the compounds which sustain ring current are called as aromatic compound. Friend, in this chapter we have to discuss all these things related to the aromatic compounds and the properties, reaction and problems depend on the aromatic compound. Let us start with Haeckel rule. Haeckel was a scientist who gave the rule to determine aromatic compounds. That rule is known as Haeckel's rule. Haeckel's rule. According to Haeckel's rule, organic compounds are divided into 3 classes. According to Haeckel's rule, organic compound are divided into 3 classes. First class is aromatic compound. Aromatic compound. Second one is anti-aromatic compound. And the third category, third class is non-aromatic compound. Let us discuss these 3 classes, aromatic compound, anti-aromatic compound and non-aromatic compound in details. According to Haeckel rule, the compound which is cyclic, which is planar, which is fully conjugated, fully conjugated and that compound must be contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. 4n plus 2 pi electron, then it will be aromatic compound. Friends, here these are the criteria for a compound to be aromatic. That compound must be cyclic, that is, this compound should be in cycle form, not in open chain form. It should be planar, means all atoms should place in one plane. The compound must be fully conjugated. So what is fully conjugated? If we observe the ring of that compound, it should have alternative carbon-carbon, single bond and double bond. Then we can say that this compound is fully conjugated. And the last criteria is the compound must contain 4n plus 2 pi electron. In this formula, n is equal to any integer from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. If we place here n is equal to 0, then we got the value of this formula 2. If we place here n is equal to 1, then we got here the 6. If we place here the n is equal to 2, then you got here the 10, then 14, then 80, 18 and so on. So this is very important condition, 4n plus 2 pi electron. It means that compound must have 2, 6, 10, 14 or 18 or so on pi electrons. Then that compound will be the aromatic compound. Let us consider some example. The first and well popular example is benzene. This is structure of benzene. If we see here, all criteria are followed by benzene or not. Therefore, the first criteria is cyclic. See here, the benzene is cyclic compound. This is planar compound. All 6 carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are placed on the one plane. This is fully conjugated system. Why benzene is fully conjugated system? See, this is double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond and single bond. It means that there is alternative double bond and single bond. Therefore, benzene is fully conjugated. Now, there are 6 pi electron because there are 3 pi bond and each pi bond contains 2 pi electron. Therefore, there are 6 pi electron and the 6 is here. 6 is the answer of 4n plus 2 pi electron when the n is equal to 1. Therefore, benzene contains 4n plus 2 pi electron, that is 6 pi electron, and hence benzene is aromatic compound. Benzene is aromatic compound. Now the second example is naphthalene. When two benzene ring get fused, it gives naphthalene. This is the structure of naphthalene. We try to apply all these 4 conditions, all these 4 criteria to the naphthalene. See here, naphthalene is cyclic compound, it is planar compound, it is fully conjugated compound. This is double bond, single bond, 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 double bond and single bond. Therefore, naphthalene is fully conjugated system. Let us see here what is the number of 4n plus 2 pi electron. See, here are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It means there are 10 pi electron. 10 pi electron, and the 10 is here. When we place here n is equal to 2, then the answer of 4n plus 2 pi system is the 10, and hence this naphthalene is aromatic compound. Let us take here the third example. The third example for aromatic compound is cyclopentadienyl anion. This is cyclopentadienyl anion. Let us apply this condition to the cyclopentadienyl anion. See, this is cyclic compound, this is planar compound, and this is fully conjugated compound. Why cyclopentadienyl anion is fully conjugated? Because see, this is double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, single bond. But this carbon atom is not sp3 carbon atom, this is sp2 carbon atom, and this negative charge is conjugated with the double bond, and hence this negative charge will shifted through the ring. If we study the resonance of this cyclopentadienyl anion, then we observe that this is the conjugated system. See here, this is cyclopentadienyl anion. In resonance, if this negative charge makes here double bond, this double bond get open and make the negative charge on its adjacent position, and in next structure we got the negative charge here, and this is the earlier double bond. Again this negative charge makes here double bond, and this bond get open here, and we got here the another resonance structure, and this resonance structure we got negative charge here. This is earlier double bond, this is new double bond. Again this negative charge make here double bond, this double bond get open here, and there is a formation of new resonance structure, and the negative charge is here. This is new double bond, this is earlier double bond. Again this negative charge comes here, it make here negative charge, and we got here the new resonance structure. This is new double bond, this is earlier double bond, this is the negative charge. This negative charge again make here double bond, and this double bond get here open, and got here the new resonance structure. This is the structure which is like as the first structure. See, if we numbering this structure, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If we observe the structure number 1 and structure number 6, then we observe that these two structures are same. It means that this negative charge will locate through the ring, it will migrate through the ring, and hence this cyclopentadienyl system is fully conjugated system. Now see here, there are 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2. It means there are 2 pi bond and 1 negative charge, and in resonance structure we observe that this negative charge makes here double bond. It means these are the pi electrons, hence it contains 6 pi electron, and if it contains 6 pi electron, then this is the aromatic compound. So cyclopentadienyl anion is the aromatic compound. Cyclopentadienyl anion is the aromatic compound. Friend, in this system, this benzene, naphthalene and cyclopentadienyl anion are the aromatic compound. From this structure, we got the conclusion that the benzene and its derivative, means if we replace one or more of the hydrogen from any group, then it will be the aromatic compound. Now let us see the another type of compound, anti-aromatic compound. According to Haeckel rule, anti-aromatic compound can be determined by the condition. Anti-aromatic compound is the cyclic compound. If any system is cyclic, it is planar, it is fully conjugated, and if this system contains 4n pi electron, then it will be the aromatic compound. See, the condition for aromatic compound and anti-aromatic compound are nearly same, only there is different in fourth condition. See, in aromatic compound there is 4n plus 2 pi electron, but in anti-aromatic compound there is only 4n pi electron, and the first three conditions are the same. It means that if any system is cyclic, planar, fully conjugated, and it contains 4n pi electron, then it will be the anti-aromatic compound. In this formula, this n is any integer, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. If we place here n is equal to 0, then pi electron will be 0. If we place here n is equal to 1, then it will be 4. If we place here n is equal to 2, then it will be 8, 12, 16 and so on. It means that anti-aromatic compound must be contain 4, 8, 12, 16 and so on pi electrons. Let us see some example. The first example is cyclobutadiene. See, this is the cyclobutadiene. This is the cyclobutadiene, which is 4-membered ring. Let us apply the condition of anti-aromatic compound to cyclobutadiene. See, cyclobutadiene is cyclic, it is planar, there are alternative single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, therefore this is fully conjugated system, and there are 2 pi bond. We know that each pi bond have 2 pi electron, and hence there are 4 pi electron, and 4 is the condition for anti-aromatic compound. Therefore cyclobutadiene is anti-aromatic compound. Cyclobutadiene is the anti-aromatic compound. Now the second example is cyclopentadienyl cation. This is cyclopentadienyl cation. In this example, if we observe this structure of cyclopentadienyl cation, then see here, this is cyclic, this is planar. Is this fully conjugated or not? See here, there is a positive charge, means sp2 hybridized carbon atom, and we have to observe here the resonance structure of cyclopentadienyl cation. This is cyclopentadienyl cation. On this carbocation there is deficiency of electron, and therefore this pi bond shifted here, and there is formation of new resonance structure, and on which the positive becomes to this position. This is new double bond, this is earlier double bond. In next resonance structure, this pi bond shift here, and the positive charge becomes on the new position. This is earlier double bond, this is new double bond. Again the resonance structure becomes like this. See, this is double bond, this is new double bond, and this is positive charge, and again this bond shift here, and we got here the new structure. This is new double bond, this is positive charge, and this is the earlier double bond. If we shifted this double bond here, then we got here the new resonance structure, and this new resonance structure having positive charge on its original position. If we numbering this structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In structure number 1 and 6, the position of carbocation, that is positive charge, is the same, and through the resonance structure it is noticed that this pi bond and positive charge are shifted through the conjugation. It means that in cyclopentadienyl cation, this positive charge and double bond are shifted, therefore this is fully conjugated system. Let us count the number of pi electrons. There are 2 pi bond. It means this system contains 4 pi electron, and 4 pi electron comes in the anti-aromatic compound. Therefore this cyclopentadienyl cation is the anti-aromatic compound. Let us see here the last type of organic compound, which is classified according to the Haeckel's rule, non-aromatic compound. The compounds which are not aromatic compounds nor anti-aromatic compounds are known as non-aromatic compound. See here, these compounds are not aromatic compound. The compounds, if loses one of the criteria from these 8 criteria, then it will be non-aromatic compound. So simply we can say that if any compound is not aromatic compound nor anti-aromatic compound, then it is called as a non-aromatic compound. For example, if any compound will not be the cyclic compound, then it will be non-aromatic compound. If any compound will not planar, then it will be the non-aromatic compound, or if conjugation is break, then it is non-aromatic compound. See here, example, cyclopentadienyl, cyclopentadiene. In cyclopentadiene, we can see that there is loss of conjugation. See, cyclopentadiene is a cyclic compound, it is planar compound, but due to this sp3 carbon atom, there is loss of conjugation. This is double bond, single bond, double bond, and this is single bond. After single bond, there is again one single bond. Here must be the double bond for conjugation, but this is single bond. Therefore, cyclopentadiene does not fully conjugated system. It is not fully conjugated system, and hence cyclopentadiene is a non-aromatic compound. One another example is cycloheptatrine. See, this is the structure of cycloheptatrine. In this example, we can apply the condition of aromatic or anti-aromatic compound. This compound is cyclic, this is planar, but not fully conjugated due to this sp3 carbon atom. Therefore, this is non-aromatic compound. Friend, see here, according to Haeckel rule, we can classify the organic compound in these three ways: aromatic, anti-aromatic and non-aromatic compound. Each and every organic compound can be classified according to Haeckel rule. Let us see now the classification of aromatic compound. Aromatic compounds are classified into three classes. First class is homoaromatic compound. Second class is heteroaromatic compound. And last and third class is QC aromatic compound. In homoaromatic compound, the ring of that organic compound is made by one type of atom. For example, see here the benzene. In benzene, all these 6 carbon atoms. Therefore, benzene is made by only carbon atom, that is same type of atom, and hence it is homoaromatic compound. One another example for homoaromatic compound Again we can take here the naphthalene. If we observe naphthalene, then it is noticed that all member of naphthalene are carbon, hence this is homoaromatic compound. Same as the anthracene, this is anthracene. In anthracene all members are carbon, hence it is homoaromatic compound. Now what is about the heteroaromatic compound? In heteroaromatic compound there are more than 2 types of atoms made this ring. This is pyrrole. If you see the structure of pyrrole, there is presence of nitrogen with the carbon. So pyrrole is made by carbon and nitrogen. One of the heteroatom comes in the ring, therefore it is heteroaromatic compound. The second one is thiophene. In thiophene there is sulfur, hence it is also heteroaromatic compound. One another example of heteroaromatic compound is furan. In furan there is a presence of oxygen. In heteroaromatic compound, if we see the conjugation in this compound, then on heteroatom there is presence of lone pair of electron, and this lone pair of electron are in conjugation with ring. See here, this is lone pair, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond and lone pair. Therefore this lone pair of electron is conjugation in the ring. Therefore this pair of electron shifted through the conjugation, hence this is fully conjugated system, and number of pi electrons are the 6, hence these heterocyclic compounds are the heteroaromatic compound. Let us see here the QC aromatic compound. In QC aromatic compound there is presence of charge on aromatic compound. This charge will be positive charge or negative charge. See, this is the cyclopentadienyl anion. We already discussed that the conjugation of this compound. This cyclopentadienyl anion is the aromatic compound and it has a negative charge. Therefore such a type of compounds are known as QC aromatic compound. One another example is cycloheptatrinyl cation. See, this is cycloheptatrinyl cation. This compound is cyclic, it is planar, fully conjugated, and it has 6 pi electron. Therefore this is aromatic compound. This compound having positive sign, therefore it is known as QC aromatic compound. And with the example of cycloheptatrinyl cation, this is the classification of aromatic compound. Friend, in next lecture we will discuss the various aromatic system and their examples and problem related to these compounds. Thank you.